I'm Kate Schwanke and welcome back to my channel for a fun new review. MaxBone sent over their extra mile rucksack for me to share with you guys, and I am so excited to talk about it and show you all the features. If you're new to MaxBone, they specialize in luxury dog products, including travel bags, backpacks, leashes, collars, clothing, and more. I love their stuff. If you want to shop MaxBone with me, I would love that. You can use code KATE15 to save 15% on your purchase. So the MaxBone Extra Mile Rucksack is perfect for those times when you want to bring your dog with you, but you also want to be hands-free. Now this is my first time owning a backpack like this because until this last year, I've only ever had larger dogs, so I wasn't able to tote them around the way I would have loved to. It was always just leash and collar and a harness and things like that. But there's certain times where, like if I have a little dog, I'd want to go on a hike or travel and things like that, and you want to have them on your body so that you can keep a close eye on them, keep them close to you. And so I really love the style of this bag. It has tons of awesome features that I can't wait to talk to you guys all about. And as you guys saw in the very first part of this video, I recently took my puppy Emma on her very first hike. She loved it. She loved this extra mile rucksack. In fact, I think most of the time we were out on our hike, she actually was sleeping in the very bottom portion of this bag. And the other half of it, she was poking her head out the top, looking around and seeing all the wildlife and people walking by, and she just loved it. And that was a 2.5 mile hike, and it was about 90 degrees out, but we were under a lot of shade and things, so she stayed fairly cool. So my dog Emma is a Cavalier King Charles Spaniel, and she is about 12 pounds. She's gonna be a year old this month. I can't believe it. But this backpack can actually hold up to a 15-pound dog. Please keep in mind this is made specifically for very small breeds. Emma is at the top of the toy breed size range, and she fit in here great. Let's go ahead and go over the dimensions of this bag real quick. So the outer dimensions, this is 18.5 inches tall. The inner dimensions, it has a 12-inch depth, and it's 11 inches wide on the sides here. So one of the really cool things about this bag, and the reason why I'm giving you internal dimensions, is because the bottom actually comes completely off and can be a dog bed if you are traveling and you need to have a place for your dog to sleep, but you didn't want to have to bring the crate or a separate dog bed. This can function as a dog bed while you're traveling, so I love that. But it's also a comfortable area for your dog to sleep in while you're out on a hike or you're traveling. So I really love this feature, and I'll show you guys how it removes in just a little bit. Quality-wise, the Extra Mile Rucksack is just fabulous, you guys. Just like all their products, if you haven't shopped at MaxBone before, I highly recommend you give them a try. I have loved everything I've ever ordered from them. The Extra Mile Rucksack is no exception. I remember when I first pulled this out of the box, I just loved how good the quality was. The stitching, the quality of materials, all the hardware and everything. And it just has some really awesome features, and I love that they put all that detail into this bag. So let's go ahead and get started. I want to talk all about them with you guys. So right up front, you guys can just see how attractive this bag is. The color and everything is just very refreshing looking, very pretty. I love it. One of my favorite features about this bag, I'll go ahead and bring it closer to you guys so you can see even better, but you have this very breathable mesh in the front here, so you can see your pet, but it's also a little bit more private too, so people can't just automatically see your dog. They can see that there's a dog in here, but unless you look real close, you can't really see exactly what they're up to or what breed your dog is and things like that. So I really like that you have a little bit of privacy, but it's also very breathable, so if it is warm out, your dog can get plenty of airflow through this mesh. And it's not like a cheap mesh either, you guys. It's like, I'll show you guys one more time. It's really thickly webbed, very strong feeling. It's very nice. So I really love that feature. One of the things I was actually worried about the day that I first took it out was because it was 90 degrees out. Was my dog gonna get enough airflow? Was she gonna get overheated? And she was totally fine. She did need some water at one point because it was very warm out. And she was able to poke her head out through the top if she wanted even more air, but she was fine. So this is definitely one of my favorite features. On the front here, you have this gorgeous corded strap with these really nice metal toggles on the ends here. They look like a brushed nickel. I love them. They're very nice. You also have a little cincher here so you can easily extend that to open the top of the bag if you need to. I will show you guys all of that as I go through this bag. You have a snap closure up top here. You also have a snap here and a snap here. So you have 3 points of security on the outside of the bag alone. If you wanted to keep your dog in just the bottom portion of this bag, you can do that without worrying about them poking their head out and things like that. But if you did want to let them poke their head out, you can definitely do that like I did. And they are still very secure because there is an additional thing on the inside of the bag that I will tell you guys about in just a minute that helps keep them extra secure. So let's go around. This is the side of the bag here. From the side, it just looks like a normal backpack. You don't have anything else going on except for the zipper that goes all the way around the sides of the bag here. On the back, you do have a little grab handle up top here. It's just the right size for your fingers to grab through if you want to pull this in and out of your vehicle real quick. You also have these nice padded straps, which feel very durable, by the way. They're also ergonomically shaped, so they kind of have this swing outwards so that they fit to your body even better. They're very adjustable. Now I'm 5'2". I found that this bag fit me just great when I had it cinched at like the tightest level. So if you're even larger than me, it'll probably fit you even better. But for me at 5'2", it fit just fine when I had it cinched at the tightest. Also on the very back of the bag here, you will notice there are actually 2 more features. I'm gonna flip these shoulder straps back. You have a zipper compartment here. This is the perfect place to store a flat wallet, some cash, cards, maybe a few dog treats, things like that. On this other side here, you have a little slip pocket. So you can fit a couple of doggy bags in there if you needed to have some poopy bags with you, or anything else you can think of that you might want to keep in this pocket. Maybe even a little foldable dog water bowl and things like that. Now you'll notice on the very back of the bag here, this is where the zipper starts. And this goes all the way around the outside of the bag and you can completely remove it. So I will show you guys that in just a little bit. But first I want to go on to the inside of the bag so that you guys can see how that looks on the inside. So let's go ahead and open this bag up. We're going to go ahead and pull this all the way down just so that it makes it easier to open the bag. I'm going to go ahead and unsnap that top flap. And I'm going to undo that side and that side. And as I'm doing this, I am remembering that I did forget to go over one of the other important features on the outside of the bag. So let's go that real quick, because the noise they were making was reminding me. On the very bottom of the bag, you have 4 metal feet. I love this feature, especially being out in the woods. I needed to have something to protect the bottom of the bag, and it did a great job of that while I was out and about. I put this down on multiple surfaces. I don't know if you guys can see, but it stayed very clean thanks to these feet. So I'm really happy that that is part of that. Now let's go on to the inside. So we're gonna go ahead and open up the whole top of the bag. You'll notice that it has a nice wide opening. There are 2 different ways that you can get your dog in and out of this bag, because I am sure you guys are wondering, with the way it's shaped and everything, what is the easiest way to put your dog in this bag? For me personally, I like to put Emma in through the top because she is a little bit bigger. That's just the easiest way for us. If you have a smaller dog, you can put them in through the top, or you can actually fully unzip this bottom part, put your dog in the bottom, and then zip this top part back onto it, which may be the easiest way for you. For us, like I said, Emma's such a good sport. She just lets me put her in through the top, so. So this is what the inside looks like. Hopefully you guys can see that okay. You have a very nice Sherpa lined bed down in there. That is just what the inside looks like though. You guys can see you have a pretty good amount of space down in there. So now that I've shown you guys what the inside looks like, let's go ahead and detach this top part because I think this feature is just so cool. Let's go ahead and start. It's super easy too. Now to get it completely off, you are going to want to detach your straps, which they do allow you to do with these D-rings down here and the clips. Now that I have done that, the whole top part comes off. And now I can show you guys exactly what we have going on down in the very bottom here. So this is the bottom of the bag. Isn't this the coolest thing ever? I just love this feature. This is the amount of space your dog will have in the bottom. So if you think your dog is about 15 pounds, but just a little too big for this bag, then you may want to look at some other options. The circle down here, my dog, like I said, she's fairly small. She was able to just curl up in here, no problem. She can get pretty small when she wants to. and she just slept for a lot of that hike. So you'll notice down here, you do have a D-ring with a clip, and these are very strong. This clip attaches to your pet's collar or their harness while they're inside of the bag and prevents them from jumping out, which is super important. So I love this feature. It's great. Another awesome thing about this bottom part here is this is a very wipeable surface. So if your pet has an accident or something, this wipes clean, no problem. And another thing is that this piece actually removes all the way. And you can machine wash this with cold water and lay it flat to dry, and you can use it again. So I think that's just great. I just love this part of the bag. So let's go ahead and put that back in there. So as I mentioned before, if you have a smaller dog or they're very, very patient, you can put them into this part first, and then you can take the top part of the bag and put it over on top of them, like so, and then just zip this bag back around them. There we go. Make sure you zip all the way around. Super easy. I really love it when brands make things just really user-friendly and easy to use. So you've got your bag all the way back together. You can reattach your clips. And you're ready to go. So that is my review of this bag. I personally really enjoyed using this. I love being able to take Emma with me more places now. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up and definitely subscribe to my channel while you're here if you're new. If you want to purchase the Extra Mile Rucksack or anything else from the MaxBone website, don't forget to use code KATE15 and you will get 15% off of your purchase. You can also shop with me anytime through my link, and I will leave that down in the description below for you guys. Thanks for watching!